So once again, we're considering the ankle. We are considering relational motion, patient active approaches, direct barrier. What we want to consider is, again, that we don't necessarily simply assume that counter contraction to whatever movement you're doing at the site of whatever restriction you found is the best thing. We assume that patient active movement, that the net result is in the ankle, has the opportunity to be beneficial and more comfortable. So simple ankle assessment. I'll do it. So now you're just messing with me. Hey, perfect. It's on video. Okay. So there we've got some relatively solid restriction. It doesn't feel like it's in the ankle as much. It feels like a little bit more like it's coming from the Achilles. And part of that sensation is because the Achilles is directly on my thigh, so I have a blunt sense of that. You would agree that it's not the ankle.
Yeah,
it's okay. So we've got that. So if I simply hold my hand here, it's a relatively weak hold. If I take my hand, I put it on the heel, and now I have my forearm crossing. I've got more contact, more control, so I can tune in a little bit better. So this doesn't add anything to it. This doesn't necessarily make it tighter. It makes it go farther, but it also makes it more comfortable, right? So the way that I have a sense that it's more comfortable is that I don't feel any tightening. I feel more range, and essentially I don't feel any activation. So we've got this. So the common patient active approach is push your foot into my hand and let it go. Okay, so I gained something from that. That actually didn't feel particularly uncomfortable. It felt okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to turn your torso away from me. Good, and let it go. You felt that build into the ankle, right? So it wasn't as dramatic, but it was more comfortable. Okay, so now turn your torso towards me. And then that just pulls the leg away from me, so it doesn't do anything that I want. Okay, so what I want you to do is bend away from me, so sideways. Side bend over there. She can't go far enough for it to do anything, so it's inappropriate. Bend towards. Tiny bit, not much. Okay, so twist away from me. That was the best one, right? Yeah, there you go. And that just pushes it right in and come back to the middle. And I hold on that gain. So we have multiple approaches. Based on current levels of comfort and response, what I would say is that the response is better from pushing the foot. So it seems, say, from a total impact superficially to be the better one. Which one do you think you would prefer repeating?
Probably just pushing.
Just pushing? Totally fine. And that's one of the ways in which we try to figure it out, especially when you're learning. Okay, so push the foot in and let it go. Right? There you go. Push it in and let it go. Now it's not going to go any further as far as it goes, right? So again, the search being important. There are definitely times when the alternate approaches where turning the torso is actually more impactful. In this case, with Julia, it's more impactful to have you push the foot. But the way that I know that is by trying. So educationally, it's more important to search. As far as treatment is concerned, especially on cases that may be less straightforward, it's more important to search and figure out the one that's most appropriate. And when it doesn't work anymore, you try another one, you search again. So the main message is with any form of activating approach or any approach, don't simply choose one and go after it. Generate some that you can choose between, check them really quickly, see which one's most appropriate, whether it's passive or active, and then work on that for a while and then reassess. If you need more, you search through that stuff again.